How in the world do you launch a successful freelance business? Where do you even start? As you can imagine, there's no such thing as a one size fits all business plan. And I can't possibly cover every aspect of launching a freelance career in this short video. But what I can do over the next few minutes is at least give you a framework for organizing your thoughts and idea. And I have 7 specific questions to ask yourself before you quit your day job. The first big question is, where are you now? Are you currently employed? Have you recently been laid off? Are you a stay-at-home mom looking to generate some extra part-time income? Each of these situations calls for different strategies. For instance, if you're a full-time employee and you want to eventually quit your day job to become a full-time freelancer, I usually recommend what I call the chicken entrepreneur approach. And this is a concept that was popularized by best-selling business author Michael Masterson. He calls it being a chicken because this is all about keeping your day job and your steady paycheck while you launch your business. And that allows you to confirm that running your own solo business is something you will actually enjoy and that it can support your financial needs and goals. Now, of course, if you've lost your job and you need to start generating income quickly, the situation is much more complex. And yes, you can still become a very successful freelancer, but you need to put things into hyperdrive if you're in that situation. So that's the first question. Where are you now? You need to start there. Question number 2, how quickly do you need to get there? So how quickly do you need to ramp up? Do you need to start generating income over, let's say, the next 30 days? Or do you plan to go solo sometime in the next 3 years? All these require different approaches. If you're in a pinch, there are ways to find opportunities quickly. But if you have some time, specifically, let's say 1 to 3 years, I would put in place that chicken entrepreneurship transition plan, which involves working your business part-time while you keep the safety of your day job. And that's precisely what Catherine Messer, one of my previous coaching clients, and many other coaching clients of mine have done. They have kept their day jobs and worked that business and grown that business on the side. Now, not everyone has the luxury of time, but this is by far the safest and most successful method, everything else being equal. Question number 3, where can you find time to work on your business? You can't promote your services and perform billable work if you don't carve out some time every week. But one of the biggest constraints we all have is time. We just don't have enough time in the week. So the question is, where can you find it? Because it's not just going to appear. You have to go look for it and you have to make it. You have to get creative. So for instance, can you wake up an hour earlier every weekday? Can you put in an hour or so after the kids are in bed? What about weekends? Can you work from, let's say, 5 a.m. to noon on Saturday mornings? Can you make an arrangement with your employer where you telecommute 2 days a week and therefore you save on commuting time, and that's time you can actually put into growing and establishing your business? The time has to come from somewhere, right? You have to find it. And if you can't find it, you have to make it. If you hold a full-time day job and you commute to work every day, I recognize that this will be difficult to do, but you'll have to make the time some way or another if you want to succeed. And just as important, you have to make sure that you use that bit of time that you have found productively as possible. Question number 4, what makes you different? What unique value do you bring to the table? What about your background, experience, knowledge, skills, aptitudes, connections, or relationships distinguishes you from everybody else? It's not enough to promote yourself as just another freelance writer. You got to tell the world why you're different and why that difference matters. Clients aren't looking for just another freelancer. They're looking for someone who understands their challenges, someone who knows how to solve those challenges creatively. If you can help clients make the connection between their challenges and your differentiation, then you'll have more opportunity than you can handle. Question number 5, who do you know? Some of the most successful freelancers I know launch their careers by leveraging their personal and professional networks. Some approach their previous employer about continuing to do work for them as a freelancer. Others landed good gigs via friends, colleagues, or family members, many times indirectly through people that they were referred to by the people they know. That's why I encourage budding solo professionals to spread the word of their plans as much as possible. Let the world know what you're up to. Ask everyone you know if they or someone in their network could use someone with your skills and experience on a freelance basis. Join LinkedIn. and other targeted social media sites. Create and update your profile. Let your network know about your plans and what it is you do, and describe it in plain English so they can actually understand and think of someone who they might be able to refer you to. And while you're on LinkedIn, join active LinkedIn groups, join online discussion forums and other places, online and offline, where your prospects, or at least the type of prospects you think you'd like to work with, hang out. Answer questions that they're posting. Post comments to demonstrate your expertise. Be generous and sincere with your ideas and advice. Question number 6, where else can you find some quick wins? Your chances of success as a freelancer go up dramatically when you get quick wins. And that's why when you're starting out, one of your top goals should be to land paid work or even a small project as quickly as possible. Quick wins make the freelance opportunity real. They move it away from success stories you hear about to success stories you experience for yourself. Quick wins also create momentum, and momentum breeds more success. How do you create quick wins? Well, besides tapping into your network, which we've talked about, you can also approach agencies or other firms that hire freelancers when they can't fully staff projects with internal resources. These firms are often looking for skilled professionals who are dependable and can take on last-minute projects. You can also leverage direct mail and email if used correctly to generate potential clients while you work your day job. Now, I'm not suggesting you do all these things at once. Start with the avenues that have the highest probability of success, which is usually tapping your network. Then add other elements if you don't get results quickly. Question number 7, how will you know if you're ready to leave your day job? If your plan is to moonlight as a freelancer until you have enough business to take the plunge, make sure you define that up front in terms of what being ready means. What does being ready look like in terms of monthly income? Ask yourself that and make sure you have an answer for that. What does it look like in terms of number of clients? What does it look like in terms of how much of a savings cushion you will need before leaving your job? This might sound like common sense, but if you're not clear about what being ready means for you, and you're not clear from the start, you're going to miss the signs when they come. And remember, it's common to get cold feet when making big career decisions. I remember having serious doubts when it came time to quit my day job. And I had met all of my financial and business objectives. I mean, they were there. It was clear that I had checked all those off. But I now doubted whether I was truly ready. Here's the bottom line. You'll never be 100% ready to launch a freelance business. It's supposed to feel scary. That's normal. So if you get there, all the items are checked off your list, and suddenly you start feeling weird and scared and fearful, that's actually normal. Just know that there's nothing wrong with you. But by setting some parameters at the beginning, you can start removing some of the emotion from the decision when the time comes, and then base that decision on facts and not on fear. If you're seriously thinking of launching a freelance business, think through these questions early in your planning process. You'll not only save yourself time and headaches, but you also dramatically increase your chances of success. This has been Ed Gandia from High Income Business Writing. To get other tips, ideas, suggestions, tools, and other resources to launch and grow your freelance writing business, go to b2blauncher.com.